From sporting legends like Tom Brady and Neymar Jr. to superstars like Madonna and YouTubers like Logan Paul, they've all got one thing in common. All these celebs got burnt by the crypto flame. Yep, big and small, young and old. Crypto doesn't differentiate when it comes to sinking losses. It all started when that whole debacle with Sam Bankman-Fried happened. You know, the mighty fall of FTX. It had everyone from normies like us to celebrities cursing the day they got into cryptocurrency. Especially this guy, who's been having the worst couple of years lately. Yep, I'm talking about Tom Brady. The NFL legend was the most well-known of Bankman-Fried's athlete partners. Last year, Bankman-Fried's FTX.com and FTX.US agreed to give Brady and his ex-wife, supermodel Gisele Bündchen, an equity deal. Now, the couple acquired an equity stake in FTX, but the terms of the agreement weren't made public. Then, Brady later joined the exchange as an ambassador, and Bündchen joined it as an advisor for its environmental and social initiatives. Along with becoming the exchange's public faces, the duo invested a whopping $650 million in the business. Where's all that now? Well, their shared stake and that investment now seem to be worth a lot less. Another sport legend who got slam dunked by Bitcoin was none other than Steph Curry. I mean, the dude lost a lot of money on this investment. He won an NBA title and signed a deal with FTX later. I'd hate to imagine what that kind of blow must have felt like. Oh, and when the four-time NBA champion signed a deal with FTX last year, he also acquired shares in the company. The worst part? The backing of his nonprofit organization, Eat, Learn, Play, was also included in the deal. He was quite into the crypto scene. Owners of the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT were among the millions of Warriors fans who celebrated their victory in June. That was because one of their own, Steph Curry, owned Bored Ape number 7990. He paid $178,572.90 for the NFT. And just to give you an idea, Curry lost millions while having little stake in FTX. The good thing is that even if he loses up to $10 million as a result of this setback, he'll recover it pretty quickly. Probably already has. You see, how much Curry, Brady, and Bündchen lost exactly remains a mystery. But you can sort of estimate from this. Each got equity stakes in FTX, and even though it's unclear how much each of them received, FTX raised up to $32 billion once the trio was a part of it. Do the math, people. The list doesn't end there, though, because FTX also signed tennis player Naomi Osaka and baseball player Shohei Ohtani as worldwide ambassadors. It was in exchange for ownership stakes in the company. Both agreed, as a condition of their sponsorship agreements, to receive payment in Bitcoins. The value of the agreement wasn't made public, but it's thought that the company's bankruptcy hugely dented Osaka's pocket. And given that the four-time major champion is one of the highest-paid athletes in the world, it'd undoubtedly be a sizable sum, maybe reaching the multi-million-dollar range. Yikes! Known for great advertising, FTX also entered into naming rights contracts with a number of sporting venues. Those included shelling out $17.5 million for the naming rights to the football stadium at UC Berkeley, and an additional $135 million for the arena that'll house the Miami Heat. Needless to say, those naming rights were up for grabs very shortly. Then, during the height of NFT sales and the millions of pounds, an infamous YouTuber joined on board. Little did Logan Paul know he was digging himself a much deeper ditch. It now seems that his enthusiasm cost him a substantial sum of money. Paul paid $623,000 for an NFT that's now only worth $10. Yup, just enough to cover the cost of a pint of beer in a crowded bar. The massive collection he amassed over the year before, in which he spent over $2.5 million, is much more than just the one NFT, though. This NFT has dropped 60% from its high over time, so you can imagine just how many hits he's taken. Maybe just as many as he does in the ring. Low blow, I know. Pun totally intended. Now, speaking of digging yourself into a ditch, crypto was no banger for Steve Aoki. The producer and DJ, well known for his noisy EDM bangers, made a name for himself in the cryptocurrency world. Before his fans come for me, I mean as a trustworthy creator and collector of NFTs. But these investments weren't as successful as his music. 8 of his Bored Ape NFTs and more than 100 NFTs in total have seen a significant fall in value, according to Aoki. He was able to reduce his losses through diversification, but according to sources, one of the Doodles NFTs he bought in January for roughly $346,000 is now only worth $42,000, if not less already. Also, you'd think someone like Snoop Dogg wouldn't fail, but the American rapper holds the record for the most expensive celebrity NFT purchase. A right-click and Save His Man NFT that costs $7.09 million US. The rapper also owns CryptoPunk, a non-fungible coin that was bought for $1.1 million US and was valued at $688,251 within a few months. So yeah, millions went down the drain just like that. Another well-known DJ, Marshmello, joined the NFT trend in October 2021. He bought Kaju King, number 1680, for an estimated 1.4 million Australian dollars. Little over a year later, his non-fungible coin is listed on OpenSea for the pitiful price of $2,137. Hello? That's a staggering $1.4 million disparity between the two. Honestly, I'd never recover from a setback like that, but I guess it's loose change for some of these celebs. By the way, together with other celebrities like Madonna, Justin Bieber, Post Malone, and DJ Khaled, the American rapper and hip-hop artist has been implicated in a class action lawsuit for allegedly endorsing Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. That's not all. Serena Williams, actress Gwyneth Paltrow, comedians Jimmy Fallon and Kevin Hart, and more than 40 other people are also named in the complaint. You won't believe it, but there's more. Together with other prominent public figures that supported FTX, such as basketball greats Shaquille O'Neal and Stephen Curry, and NFL quarterback Tom Brady, Naomi Osaka is also mentioned in a lawsuit. In fact, Floyd Mayweather was also mentioned in a 2022 lawsuit alleging that he promoted Ethereum Max, but the lawsuit was later dropped. That's gotta be rough. These people not only lost millions, but got slapped with lawsuits left and right. Brutal. Speaking of brutal, another loser, and not just in the FIFA World Cup, was Neymar Jr. Look, the Bored Apes Yacht Club is considered to be one of the most desirable non-fungible token collections, and the Brazilian football sensation, like many other sports figures, reportedly paid over $1 million for 2 NFTs from this collection in 2022. Sadly though, Neymar has paid a steep price to be a member of this elite group. His 2 apes, which he bought in January for roughly $480,000 and $570,000 each, were worth $153,000 and $171,000 by December 2022. Also, there were reports that the football player might be hit with additional paper losses of more than $700,000. That's gotta sting. But before wrapping up, it's time for the honorable mention, Klay Thompson. Along with Stephen Curry, this guy suffered a major setback too. And no, this isn't a reference to the season in which he wasn't selected to be an All-NBA team. Thompson agreed to receive a percentage of his NBA salary in Bitcoin in January 2022. From his $37 million salary, he lost almost $20 million. Okay, sure, he'll recover from this setback, but $20 million is still a sizable sum of money to lose. And that, folks, is all for the celebs who've lost millions in crypto.